The following video is not made for kids under 13. If you are not 13 years old, please exit out of the video now. And please, YouTube, do not sue me. Hey guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Fire Dragon Slayer Quirk. This is part 2. In the last part, I explained the kind of person that Izuku is with his quirk, and that his flames are green, and his relationship with Bakugou and the kind of person he is. And now he stands in front of UA. Well, with that said, let's get into this. As Izuku is basically awestruck at the school of his dreams, that the school that both All Might, Endeavor, Best Genius, and many other of his favorite heroes went to, the school of the top pros. Soon after, as he walks in, Bakugou soon says, "Ryu," as Izuku hears him saying, "Hey Kachan, so, good luck out there," as Bakugou saying, "Like I need luck, and besides, I'm going to get the top spot in this entire entrance exam, both written and practical, so don't get in my way," as Izuku saying, "Same goes for you, Kachan, same goes for you," as Bakugou gets a little bit pissed off and just walks away. For some reason, he gives off a little bit of a smile, but Izuku didn't see it. As Izuku just says, crap, I better get going. As he begins running, he actually trips and feels like, God damn it, why? As he prepares himself for his face to hit the concrete, he doesn't. Instead, he opens his eyes and he sees that he's floating, as a girl right beside him with brunette hair basically puts him down and lets go of her quirk and saying, "Sorry for me using my quirk on you without permission. I just thought that it would be bad luck if you fell on such an important day," as she gives off a little bit of smile, and Izuku saying, "Thanks. Really appreciate it. You're awesome," as she soon looks at Izuku and saying, "Well, good luck," as Izuku saying, "Same to you." Soon, she goes in as Izuku says, "Man, she was really cute," as he began to think, "Oh crap, I should have asked for her name. Whatever. Still like the chance I'm ever going to meet her again." As Izuku goes in, and then President Mike is the one explaining the entrance exam, as Izuku begins geeking out that he's seen President Mike in person. As President Mike begins explaining the details for the entrance exam, he goes into details about the written exam as well, while explaining the practical exam that they'll be taking on 3 robots, one point, one being 2 points, and the other being 3 points, as whoever has the highest points will be getting into Class 1B and Class 1A. Soon after, a boy with blue hair and glasses, who's pretty tall, and basically raises his hand as President Mike says, "Young caller, you have a question for me? Let's hear it," as Tenya begins saying, "Sir, I see on the forums that there are no other robots. However, on the screen there is another one on there, being a 4th one. If that's so, this is against such a great school's reputation to have such a small detail overlooked. Is there a reason why?" As he soon points at Izuku saying, You've been muttering this entire time. Is there any reason? If you can't take this seriously, then leave now." As Izuku wanted to say something, as Bakugou saying, "What makes you think that this dumbass isn't taking things seriously? Some people have their own way of preparing for things." As Izuku is shocked hearing that Bakugou was defending him, as he thinks maybe Kachan still thinks of him as his childhood friend after all. As Bakugou soon looks at Izuku saying, "What the hell are you looking at, Ryu? Sit your ass down." As Izuku saying, "Sure." And as President Mike explains about the fourth robot and Ida's, question is understandable, as he tells him that the fourth robot is more of an obstacle than something to take down. Once you see it, it's best to run or hide as fast as you can. As Ida is okay with this answer and sits back down. Soon after, their written exam begins and Izuku does pretty well in that. If anything, he does better than he normally would. The reason being, he was more motivated and he had more time to study. Unlike in normal canon, Izuku focused way too much on trying to build up muscle and strength during his time training with All Might. So yeah. As for Izuku is preparing himself and training it actually, as he's trying to contain all of the flames in his body, as he begins lighting multiple matches and slurping them up like how he would be drinking a soda through a straw in a way. As many people see this and thinking, "Hey, is that guy seriously eating fire?" Whoa, that's some quirk. It's actually kind of terrifying in a way, but it's also weird too. As soon after Izuku was about to eat his last match, Ida soon walks up to him and says, "What are you doing? Care to explain?" As Izuku saying, "Oh, I'm just having a snack before the exam." As he's saying, "You're eating fire. Is that even safe? That doesn't even seem right or hygienic in a way." As saying, "Don't worry about it. It's part of my quirk. You should worry about yourself because if you don't, you're most likely going to lose this." As Izuku eats the flame off of his match, and soon President Mike says, "As soon as those doors open, you run through them. We're not giving you any time to prepare whatsoever." As saying that, Izuku realized, just as I thought, in a real combat situation, heroes don't have time to prepare or have time to get ready. They're thrown into the face of battle. And this is gonna be fun. I got a fire in my belly now. As the doors began opening, Izuku's flames began coming out. And then everyone begins running through as Izuku runs as fast as he can, as he uses his fire dragon talons, as flame-like claws began going around Izuku's red boots, and he runs as fast as he can. As fast as he's running, he begins leaving like green scorch marks on the ground. As everyone sees this, he's almost as fat as he begins catching up to Ida. As he noticed this, wait, how is he? As Izuku realized, first gotta see the first robot. Where's the first robot? As he keeps looking and looking around, as he sees the first robot right next to Ida, as he screams out, "Fire Dragon Roar!" As he breathes green fire out of his mouth, destroying the first robot before Ida could notice. As Ida's saying, "Oh, he can breathe fire too? What kind of fire quirk is that?" As Izuku stops himself and begins noticing more and more robots, as Izuku just says nothing and smiles, as he begins using more and more attacks, destroying the robots, getting more and more points in the process. as he destroys like 10 2-point robots and 5 3-point robots, and even destroys multiple 1-point robots, which he actually lost count because he cares more about the 2-point and 3-point robots, feeling like they're the ones that would give him the most points than needed. As Izuku keeps on racking up points, and even helping out other participants as well who are struggling, which Izuku basically cares about helping out other people. He's not that heartless after all. As he begins thinking, man, this is way too easy. I mean, I expected that this practical exam of UA would be a lot more, overwhelming. Instead, I'm having the time of my life. As a 1-point robot was about to sneak up behind him, and he creates a sword made out of green flames and calls it his Fire Dragon Emerald Blade. As soon after, he begins feeling rumbling as he thinks, wait, what's going on? As he thinks that no one else has sensed it yet. As he tries telling everybody to run as fast as they can. As many of the participants begin thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Why the hell will we all run? As Izuku begins thinking, oh crap, it's too late. As the 0-point robot soon appears, as everyone sees this, and they all begin running. As Izuku saying, I tried telling you, you dumbasses. As he even thinks that best time to run as well. As he tries running, he soon hears a girl crying out for help. As Izuku saying, wait, is no one else gonna help her? Heck, are the teachers not gonna help? Or even the exam administrators? I mean, come on. They wouldn't just leave somebody here to die, would they? As all these thoughts keep going through Izuku's head, as he realizes, damn it. God damn it! As he uses his Fire Dragon talents and runs to help out the girl, and soon as he removes the debris pretty easily from her, as she's saying, what are you doing? As he tells, trying to help you out. You think you could walk from here before that thing begins to crush us? As she's saying, I think my ankle is sprained. As he thinks, oh great, that just what I needed. As he says, screw it, and actually carries her. As she's saying, wait, what are you? Just hang on. As he runs as fast as he can from the 0-pointer before he could even step on them. As he tries pushing himself even further than he has before. And they actually made it. As Izuku tries to catch his breath, she soon says, hey, are you okay? As saying, I've never run that fast while carrying somebody. Seriously. Does all your weight go to your ass or what? As she soon says, wait, why the hell would you say that? As her entire face is red, and she begins, as Izuku also saying, sorry, sometimes I actually say what I think on my mind from time to time. It's a habit. Anyway, as he soon looks around, and then he sees Ida, as he's saying, nice, perfect timing. As he runs to Ida and says, you, hey, Four Eyes blue-haired kid. As he's saying, what are you? Here, take her. As he thinks, wait, what are you? Get her to the entrance and run as fast as you can. As even the 0-pointer keeps moving closer and closer. As Izuku faces it and saying, wait, what about you? What are you doing? As he says, probably something stupid, which I'm known to do from time to time. As he runs to the 0-pointer, as the 0-pointer sees Izuku, it was about to crush him with its massive robotic arm. As Izuku sees this and tries to draw all of his strength into his flames into his right arm, increasing his power as he screams out, "Fire Dragon Iron Fist!" And he stops the robot's arm dead in its tracks. While he does this, it creates a small crater under him and pushing him down for a bit. But he still ends up stopping it. As many participants see this, even Ida and Ochako see this, saying, "Whoa, that was amazing." As Ida saying, "Does he have that much power? Does his quirk give him superhuman strength too?" As while Izuku is holding up the giant fist, he tries to get out of the crater as much as he can, as he ends up doing, and the fist begins landing on where Izuku once was. As Izuku saying, "Well, guess I gotta give it everything I got." Time to bust out the Emerald Lotus series. As he generates all of his fire throughout his entire body and burning him to the max, where even some of his clothes began coming off from his flames, as his skin began taking appearances that of a dragon. As soon after, the Zero Pointer began to try to attack Izuku again, as he soon jumps into the air and soon screams out, "Fire Dragon Slayer Secret Technique! Emerald Lotus Brilliant Flames!" As a giant ball of fire began erupting from Izuku, and Izuku throws it at the Zero Pointer at full force. As the Zero Pointer is hit by the giant fireball, Izuku doesn't stop there, as he screams out, "Dragon Slayer Secret Technique! Emerald Lotus Phoenix Whirlwind!" As he creates a giant flames that's in the shape of a phoenix, making the giant green fireball that Izuku hit being pushed even further with the green firebird, as the Zero Pointer is soon scorched like nothing was there to begin with. As everyone sees this and was downright shocked, terrified, or seriously impressed, as Izuku soon smiles and says, "Oh God, I am such an idiot for doing this." And after saying that, soon falls on his back, as many participants saying, "Damn, I didn't think he could do it." As many of them also say, "But he destroyed a Zero Pointer. That doesn't mean he's going to get any points at all. If anything, it was pretty much worthless." As another participant saying, "But you gotta admit, that was awesome. You had to think that UA would be stupid not to get somebody like him to join UA, don't you think?" As Izuku hears some of the praise that he's getting, and just puts a fist in the air, saying, as he thinks to himself, saying, "Well, even if I didn't get into UA, I still show what I can do. And that's all I could ask for." As after that, the entrance exam ends, and Izuku heads back home, where he basically eats like crazy, as his mother saying, "Izuku, I guess that you might have used your quirk too much, didn't you?" As when Izuku basically expends too much of his flames or used too much of his quirk, not only it hurts his body, but also he has one hell of an appetite. So yeah, as Izuku saying, "Sorry, Mom, I guess I did overdo it a bit." As she's saying, "Well, it just shows how much stronger you've gotten. And plus, I do like the fact that you have more of an appetite. It just shows how much you're growing." As Izuku saying, "And your cooking is amazing, don't forget about that." as Izuku finished eating everything and says he's gonna head back into his room. As he just lays on the bed and he looks at his phone. He looks at the number being Kachan as he thinks, I wonder if Kachan got in. As he thinks, maybe. Whatever. As his mom barges into his room and her freaking out, she soon says that Izuku got a letter from UA. As he looks at the letter, he soon takes a deep breath and says, okay, let's do this. As he opens the envelope, and there he sees a hologram disc. As a hologram of All Might soon appears, as he thinks, holy shit, it's All Might! A hologram from All Might is in through my UA entrance letter? As soon after, the hologram of All Might saying, Izuku Midoriya, we saw that in the entrance exam you had quite the power, and quite the amazing quirk as well. Seeing you have a fire quirk was amazing. Many participants might have fire quirks, but it seems like your fire quirk, you're able to manipulate your fire quirk to an amazing, ridiculous degree. And also, we even want to bring this up as well, as he soon sees a video of Ochako trying to give her points to Izuku for after him saving her, even though a little bit she actually began blushing due to the comment that he said about her butt. As Izuku also got embarrassed too because he regrets saying it, even though he actually thinks it out loud. As All Might continues, he also explains that there wasn't just villain points, there was also rescue points. And it wouldn't be right for a hero to only take down villains if they didn't rescue participants. As it shows that Izuku helped out many participants, which would have given him like 20 points. But after saving Ochako and defeating the 0-pointer, giving him at least 80 points, 80 rescue points actually, getting him even higher, causing him to be having first place in the entrance exam, as All Might saying, well done, Izuku Midoriya, and I congratulate you and welcome to your Hero Academia. As the hologram ends and Izuku doesn't say anything. All he does is tear up as he begins crying. And in his mind, all he says is, I did it. I actually did it. I made it into UA. I can finally become a hero. As his crying begins getting even louder. Soon after, the next day, Izuku and Bakugou were called in by the principal, and he wanted to congratulate them on making it into UA. As Izuku was prepared for Bakugou to getting pissed off at him making it into UA. Instead, it didn't happen. Instead, Bakugou was smiling, which confused Izuku for a bit because he's never smiled that much before, especially when it involves him and Izuku together. As the both leave, Izuku says, okay, Kachan, care to explain yourself? As saying, what are you talking about, Ryu? As he thinks, like the fact that you didn't lose your shit when it said that I made it into UA? I mean, what the actual hell, man? As Bakugou saying, like I told you many months ago, you and I are the only people here strong enough, and I told you I admit it. But even during the entrance exam, I wanted to prove that I was even stronger. And yet, you still and I wasn't surprised of you making it into UA after all. As Izuku is shocked and saying, Katsuki, you mean? As Baku's saying, It wouldn't feel right seeing my only rival who didn't even make it into UA at all. But once we get into UA, we'll have many times to see who truly is the strongest. Don't you? You better remember that, Ryu. As he soon walks away, as Izuku saying, that idiot. I'm really glad that I still think of him somewhat of my old childhood friend. As Izuku also walks back to class as well. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them, and I may continue this. As I was writing this second script, I actually began starting to like it a lot more, so I may start part 3 in the near future. So look forward to that. At any rate, I might actually ask for a community poll on who should I ship Izuku with in this. But only 3 people, so yeah. At any rate, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.